Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Just doing one video from rooftop today. It's around almost 7 a.m. here, kind of foggy morning, not very cold, but it's around, I think, 17 to 18 degrees. The noise will start soon, okay? The road noise, the construction, everything, I can't help it. I'm really sorry if you hear some noises, but I would like to do this video from rooftop. It's a Lattafa fragrance that I have, and I'm speaking low because people still sleeping. If I speak a bit too loud, then I may get complaints and stuff, right? So the at the background, it's kind of like foggy. I think someone is doing morning walk and stuff. But I have this fragrance today for you. It's actually called Maison Alhambra, the artist number one. This fragrance, okay. This one it's a dupe of something very popular, as you can see from the bottle. It's similar to something which is the original. Original is called Portrait of a Lady. Some old ladies walking in the rooftop. I did not expect that this early morning anyway. So never mind, I'll continue the video. Okay. So this one is from House of Frederick Mall, the original one. Yeah, she just came and looked like that. So this is why it's weird in Bangladesh to do outdoor shoots. Anyway, so this one it's known to be one of the best niche fragrance of all time of rose. Many people who do not even love rose, they love this fragrance. There are many other fragrances like 40 knots. I think that one is there, and I think Zerge of more than words, and this one I find them comparable. You can try these, but they are very very expensive fragrances. Okay, so let me show you. Weird staring is actually weird. You don't have to stare. Anyway, so basically you get this sleeve. Okay, first, so this fragrance called the artist number one. I think there are few of this in this line. I saw it one of the pages in Bangladesh, and immediately I said I want this because I wanted to see some reviews. There are some reviews online, so that's when I knew it's a dupe of the Portrait of a Lady. So this one, you can see Maison Alhambra's logo. Maison Alhambra is a sub-brand of Lattafa, and Lattafa, Afnan, they all have their sub-brands like Zimaya of Afnan. So Lattafa is doing some top-notch work, and I'll tell you why this is also one of their best works. Okay, they're improving day by day. So this is the sleeve that you get. The red and black represents the Portrait of a Lady style presentation. If you see the box, it is like this, Portrait of a Lady, but that one is even, I can say, straightforward, but more better built. But this is basically like the description will be at the back, and you'll find, I think, the name, EDP concentration, the artist. So this is kind of like a sleeve. Then the box, I'm already wearing the fragrance on my hand, left hand. So this is the box that you get. It's kind of like a robust box. It's 100 ml, I think. Yeah, it's 100 ml. I think the box looks really really nice. Fragrance for Lattafa, they're doing some really really good work. That's where the bottle stays. Okay, and I think this looks more premium. Okay, and the thing is, it's not very super expensive. It's under $25. The bottle is like this. It's much bigger and heavier, okay, compared to the POAL. If you see side by side, they look kind of similar, but the Portrait of a Lady doesn't have as big of a base as this. The Lattafa one, this is much heavier. This one also very well built. These are iconic bottles. This one and Master of Azure are my favorite from this house. Okay, so they have different perfumers for these fragrances. This is called, I think this is from Dominique Ropion. And I'll tell you one thing, man, it's really annoying when people stare. I do not like people staring. Every time you don't have to stare. So anyway, just like, it's distracting. This is why I don't like people. Anyway, so this one, I'll tell you, first of all, let me show you the bottle presentation first and the sprayer. This one's the bottle, I think, look really really nice, and the heavy bottle, I mean, it's not necessary, but the cap, everything is reminiscent of that original, not really clicking onto place, but I think it's okay, somewhat grip. Sprayers are good, really good sprayer. Atomizer, I'm wearing this fragrance on my left hand and still have the burn marks yesterday from yesterday. Okay, so as that develops, let me tell you what is POAL is all about, Portrait of a Lady. And yeah, this one is known to be on the best beast mode, like all day, you can say 24 hours longevity, that kind of scent, and it's a mysterious scent. Longer it stays on your skin, it's better. Okay, this one has not just rose, it has blackcurrant as far as my memory goes, and they have some other fruity notes, really really, perhaps grapes. I don't remember what were the fruity notes in there. Blackcurrant definitely was there, and then some gorgeous fruity notes. And this one also has patchouli, some musk, benzoin sweetness. It's an eternal longevity kind of fragrance. So before this, I bought, I think, a fragrance called Promise. Yeah, I think Promise. Yeah, Promise was like bit too dark and bit too beast mode for me. That one was unwearable in Bangladesh condition, but for colder months, that would be a really good fragrance. This is also good for winter, but also can be wearable all year round. This one, I do not know what happened with this. I just find it perfection. This is the most charming fragrance from this house, and I would say Masra Vajur definitely they are like joint champions for me. Iris Poudre is good, and few of the other ones I really like. I think there was Carnal Flower. I love that. So I have about six favorites from this house. This is my most favorite at this current moment. So this, at this moment, retail suggests that this is going to be like $300 around in Bangladesh. So that is not affordable by many. So someone asked me like when I posted this scent of the day yesterday, how's the longevity? So I'll tell you one thing: most of the people are concerned about longevity of a perfume. They never ask, on most part, is it close to the real deal or is it a good uh, fragrance? Is just, does it have any alcohol blast? So you have to consider few things when you buy a clone. First thing is the price point. Is it very cheap? When you pay about $25, what would be your expectations? I keep saying this to most of you. You cannot expect everything from a $25 cologne. Like, let's say if you think this fragrance is going to do exactly what Frederic Malle does, then you'll be like really disappointed. It will be very unfair. Okay, I will say if you lower expectation, then you can be living in a better world. But most of the people, they want to spend one less zero and they want the exact same product. That will never happen. Most of the time that will not happen, but I can tell you sometimes there are good value, sometimes bad value. This is a good value. First of all, let me talk about the smell, then we'll talk about the performance. When I smell this, first of all, what a splendid job they did with this. You know, like I smelled some clones before of POAL, but they seem like off, like not really the composition wise, they were like different, not really the same as the original. This pretty close to the original, and they did a very good job. They put more fruits, more citruses, less powdery, spicy, like the green rose that is original Port Lady. So this is less aggressive, more wearable, and more designer like. If designer made a pole like a Port Lady in designer brand, that's what you'd get. It reminds me of Cartier Declaration Tune Sword, that rose as well. So it's a great Guerlain Abbey Rouge. If you like that also, you'll like it. So this one has more sweetness than the aggressive rose. So some people, they might find it a bit faint compared to the original. Obviously it doesn't last as much as anywhere near the original. I got about 5 hours and a half on the skin. On the paper it would last about 7 hours. So it's not really a 10 out of 10 beast, but if you can understand that you're paying for a clone, so really annoying. Really, it's like this. Literally every time she passes by, she's like, I don't know. Anyway, maybe most probably working hand somehow. She doesn't have understanding. Anyway, so basically, this one it will hang on like in cold weathers like this, like 18 degrees and nice little foggy day. It will last about 6 to 7 hours easy. On the shirt, I would say go 5 sprays altogether, shirt and skin combined. You'll get the 7 hour mark. Projection is really good for 1 hour. Then it stays. You can smell it by around you on your neck and everything, but it will not be like Port Lady comparison to this, that one lasts 24 hours plus. So you can see already like not comparable. And projection wise, Port Lady continues to project 7-8 hours on me. So unbelievable quality. So anyway, that's the comparison. So smell wise is the closest thing that I got so far, and Maison Alhambra, Lattafa, kudos to them. But I will still tell you, if you're looking to get the original deal, save up the money and get the original. That's only will make you craving, like Dior Intense. The clones, how many clones you use, you'll never find the real feel of Dior Intense, like La Nuit de l'Homme. Real original is original, like Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is Bleu de Chanel. So I would say very good job done as a clone. I will give it a very decent 9 out of 10. Very decent. Packaging is top notch, price is good, and I have no issue with the performance of this. Even if it stayed 1 hour, I would say it's a good fragrance. So those, last thing I'll tell you, those who look for only performance in fragrances, you need to play the game few years more. I used to be in that place, like anything doesn't perform, I would not buy. I would say it's a bad fragrance. No, some fragrances do not last like all that much, but they are really good for the composition. That's so enjoyable. This is not a weak performer. It's enjoyable, it's good, but you have to bring your expectations to realistic world, that you are not being able to afford niche fragrances and you're getting alternatives. So if your alternative is a decent fragrance, job done well, you should be appreciative. I think it's a buy. If you like POAL, it's a buy. If you can afford POAL, I would say, over rather than buying a Decant, this fragrance would be a good fragrance. It has this Really nice citrusy, rosy combination without that powdery effect. Like Terre d'Hermes sometimes gives you the powdery effect. This one doesn't have the powdery effect. So this is 9 out of 10. The artist number 1. I will try to review the other one, which is a clone of Dawn or something like that. Okay, so if I get that, I'll let you know my take. But Frederick Mall, definitely respect, one of my most favorite niche houses, and this is a good interpretation of that. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. I think I'll go for morning walk. I got my water, I got my uh, jacket and all that. So hopefully you have a nice day and you had a nice little Christmas and holidays. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye.